Hi, my name is Nancy. Welcome to my channel, Running with Scissors. Today is my 1-year YouTube anniversary. Can you believe it's been a whole year since I posted my very first YouTube video on Running with Scissors? It's hard to believe. I've had so much fun making these videos, and I do hope you've enjoyed watching them. I've learned so many new things along the way. I've met a lot of people down in the comments. It's just been an experience. I tell you, when I first decided to do this, I was nervous. I thought about it for a few months, thinking, well, who's going to watch? You know, I'm sure anybody that's started a channel has the same thoughts. I watched a lot of YouTube videos on how to start your own channel, you know, do's, don'ts, that type of thing. And without exception, every single one said, just do it. Put out a video. It may be terrible and maybe no one will watch it, but you got to put yourself out there. And that's what I did. I've learned things along the way. I hope I've improved. And as I said, I've been having a wonderful time, and I hope you have too. I thought it might be fun to go back through this past year and pick out a few things I have made that I'm especially proud of, that I wear a lot, and kind of let you see what I've done, just a sampling of what I've done this past year. So let me go ahead and get those together, and I'll show you a few things that I made from last September when I started my channel. Don't go away. Okay, the first thing I want to show you is what I have on. I made this with New Look 6651. And I really like this dress. This actually was one of the makes I made with my Fabric Wheel of Fate. And to tell you the truth, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I count 5 things I made strictly from the Fabric Wheel of Fate. So I tell you, if you got fabric out there and I don't know what to do with, why did I buy it? Drag it out, number it, however you want to do it. If you don't want to use a wheel, put a little piece of paper in a hat or a bowl and mix them up and draw out a number that you've numbered your fabric and make something with it. And you'll be surprised. You may actually like what you made. You don't always, but you never know till you try. So anyway, this is the first thing I made, and I really like it. It's from that linen blend, and I think it's really pretty. I like it. Another thing I made that I really like from Butterick 6924, and I made the long sleeved. I made this top right before I had my shoulder surgery, and I knew I would need to have a button-up shirt so I can slip my arm in, and I thought this came out really nice. I'm really happy with this. The collar, I love the collar, came out nice. The back, I'm even happy with the cuffs, so I thought it came out pretty nice. And I'll be looking forward to wearing this again in the wintertime. Another thing I made that I really like is from the Simplicity 4789, and I made the jumper that this lady right here is wearing. And I made it out of corduroy. I really like it. It's another thing I'm looking forward to wearing. Just has a lapped zipper. And I thought the pockets came out pretty cute too. Got a little metal button on it. So that's another thing I made that I'm pretty proud of. Then I made this top from Simplicity 9229. It has princess seams on it. And I really like this top. And I've only made the one. I really need to make another one. But it's very comfortable. And I do like the princess seams. It gives you a little more little form to the top than a regular t-shirt. Then I've made actually 2 dresses out of this McCall's 7122. made the long sleeve. I made one a little longer than the other and one a little bit shorter. But this dress, I love this dress. It's one of those dresses that you just want to, it's got that nice feel to it. And it does kind of shimmer. I don't know if you can see on camera, but it does have a little bit of a shimmer to it. I believe I got this fabric at Hobby Lobby, but I love it. Yeah, it's the kind of dress you just want to, you wear it, you just want to rub your arms because the fabric is just so soft. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite makes of last year, for sure. Now this next one I made with Simplicity 8914, and that's one of my Fabric Wheel of Fate fabric that I actually got from an estate sale. We call it the raindrop fabric because it kind of looks like there's raindrops on it. And I really like this dress. I like the offset buttons. It's got elastic in the waist. It's got that yoke in the back. And what I did was I've got the stripes going this way over here and sideways on that side. And I really like that look. It's a very comfortable dress, so it's one of my favorites. Actually, this was the very first thing I made on my very first spin on the Fabric Wheel of Fate. So, pretty pleased with that. Now, the next two actually did come from the Fabric Wheel of Fate. If you remember, if you've been watching, I made New Look 6605. I made the skirt that the model is wearing. And remember, I made this out of a shower curtain. And I think it came out so pretty. So pretty. I love it. It does have pockets on the side, inseam pockets. An elastic band at the waist. I thought it came out really pretty. And then this other skirt I made from Simplicity 4138, and I made View F, the version, I think right there. But there's, if you look at it, there's a lot of different versions you can make. You can make, show you the line drawings. You can make it scalloped. You can make it, this lady here looks like it's like the handkerchief hem. There's a lot of things you can do with this skirt to make it your own. And this is what I made from that fabric that I got from Beyond the Pink Door. It's that viscose satin. And I really like it. Now, I do have some dresses I made. I don't have here because they were Easter dresses for my grandchildren, and I will pop up pictures of those. My youngest granddaughter, I made a dress from Simplicity 1507. And I did it with an overlay. And the other two dresses, I used Simplicity 1211. Now this pattern has got a gathered skirt. The other two dresses I made aren't gathered, they're pleated. And all three had an overlay on it. There's three things I did with these dresses I had never done before. Number one, make something out of satin. All three are made out of satin. Number two, I did an overlay. Had never done a skirt with an overlay. And number three, I did French seams on all three dresses, including around the armholes. And that's something I had never done before. So I learned something new last year. Now, I did make three things I want to show you that are not wearable clothes. They're not clothes. This also came from my Fabric Wheel of Fate. Remember the lobster anchor and crab fabric? I made a oven mitt. Thought it came out pretty good. What I did was I just took one I already had, traced around it, and kind of drafted my own pattern. And yeah, and I've used it and everything. I really like it. Another thing I made, this was from Thoughtful Creativity, Elisa on Thoughtful Creativity, and she shows you how to make these, she calls them taco pouches. Now she has you quilt your fabric, but this fabric is fabric I bought from that lady on Craigslist, and it was already quilted. In fact, it, let me open it for you. Got my sunglasses in it. It was two-sided. That's the one side. On the inside, that was the other side. And I actually made two of these. One had this on the outside and this on the inside. And it was already quilted, so I didn't have to do that. And the other thing I made a two-sided table runner. I made one side for Thanksgiving. This fabric is a one-way fabric. And so it's got turkeys on it and pies. So I did that for one side. And then Christmas comes, I turn it over, and the other side has the poinsettias, and I just put some green bias binding around it. And I made it the length of my table when all the leaves are in it. So that's another thing I did last year that I'm really happy with. So I've made a lot of stuff over the past year. I just wanted to show you a few things that I did that I'm the most pleased with. Okay. I'll be right back. I want to show you something. I want to have a little giveaway, and I want to show you what it is I'm going to give away. Don't go away. To help celebrate my 1-year YouTube anniversary, and also about 2 weeks ago, I hit 2,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for watching, for subscribing, for commenting. It's really been a great year. Now, for the giveaway, I want you to do something a little more personal. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I do like to paint. I've not got a lot of painting done. I've spent so much time sewing that I've been kind of lax in my painting. Well, maybe a few months ago, I came across this painting from my favorite YouTube painter. Her name is Angela Anderson, and she does wonderful tutorials. My mother got me started painting, and then I got on YouTube looking for painters that I might follow. And Angela is so talented, and you just sit down with her and you do what she does, or at least try to do what she does. It never looks as good as hers. It just doesn't. But I found the painting of hers. She put it out about 4 years ago, and the minute I saw it, I said, I want to do this for my giveaway. So I'm going to show it to you. Now, I'm not a professional. I am just my hobby. So let me show you what I did that I would like to give away to the winner. And it is a painting of wooden spools with thread and 2 thimbles. My niece paints too, and I told her, I said, well, it's not perfect, but here's what I think. These are antique spools. They're wooden, so they've warped with age. And the thimbles, they got a little bent. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But that's what I would like to give away. And what I would like you to do in the comments, leave a comment and use the words thread or thimble or both in your comment if you would like to be entered in the drawing. Don't worry about where you live. Whoever wins, I will get it to you one way or the other. I'm going to leave this open for a week. This is going to go out Sunday the 15th around 1 p.m. Eastern. And I'm going to leave the comments open for a full week. And then the next Sunday, I will go through. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my wheel, that wheel I use online that I did for my Fabric Wheel of Fate. I'm going to load everybody that wants to be in the drawing. I'm going to put them on the wheel, and then we'll spin it and see who wins. And then I'll give you about a week or so to contact me with my email and let me know that where you want me to send your painting. Now, the painting, I did paint on all 4 sides, so you do not have to frame it. It can be hung without a frame. But if you want to frame it, you can always go to Hobby Lobby, and they've got lots of wonderful frames. Usually they're half off, that are made just for canvases. But what you can do, you can just, if you don't want to frame it, you get one of those little things that you stick on the back, the little teeth things, or you can actually go to Hobby Lobby. I've done this before, and they can actually put a wire on it that you can hang on the wall. So that's up to you. I thought I'd leave it up to you if you want to leave it as is or do you want to have it framed. But that's what I'm going to give away, and I hope you would like it enough to maybe want to enter the drawing. Okay. Well, thanks so much for joining me. This has been a great journey and a lot of fun. Thanks for joining me on my birthday celebration. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love it if you would. Give me a thumbs up. Comment in the comments, especially if you'd like to enter my giveaway. And I will see you the next time I load a video. Y'all take care. God bless. Goodbye.